Hello guys, we want to look at the examples on how to find the end term of the following given to us. Now, we want to first of all look at them very well, each of the 10. Now, if you look at number 1, question A, the first is for 5, 6, then 7, the fourth term. Now, to find the end term, simply A is equal to 4. Then the common difference, there's a common difference here because from 4 to 5, 5 to 6, the common difference is 1. So we are going to use our formula UN is equal to this is a typical example of linear sequence. So what we are going to use is this to find the end term. We use the formula, place all the A is 4, N is what we are looking for, end term, then what D is 1. Play with it, 4 plus what? 1 multiplied by n minus 1 will give us n minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. Then we have n plus 3 as the first answer. Number B. B says minus 4, 9 minus 16, 25. Now, if you check this sequence very well, starting with minus, go with plus 9, then go with minus 16, go with plus 25. It's a typical what? Alternating series that I talked about. Because the sign is what? An alternating series or a sequence rather is a sequence that has an alternating term or alternating positive and negative what sign. You understand? Now this is positive negative sign. And since it's starting with the first term, the U1 is starting with negative what? Sign. I told you in my previous videos, and I told you that we are going to use minus 1 all raised to n to represent that. So that if you put 1 here, minus 1 raised to 1 minus come out. If you put 2 this second term, put 2 here, minus 1 raised to 2 is what? To give us positive. So this one is to take care of the sign. So we are looking for UN. So this one is to take care of the sign. So minus plus have been taken care of. Now what do we do now? Another thing again we do is what? Dot what? UN or plus what? AN. Now the AN is what we want to look for now. AN. A subscript N to get it. Once I get this one now, we can go ahead. So let's remove the minus sign and go ahead to what? To work with the normal positive, negative sign. So we'll go with this one now. Now, what do we want to get now? This one is simply as what? 2 raised by 2, 3 raised by 2, 4 raised by 2, 5 raised by 2. All are upper first square. Now, I haven't done that. Look at it. There is a constant term there. There is something that is not changing. It's not exhibiting sequence there. The sequence must have a definite pattern. If you check this 2 now, it's constant. It does not change. So we will not bother about it. So we work with what? 2, 3, 4, 5. Then any answer we get, we put power of 2 there. So what is the first term here? First term is 2. What is the common difference? Common difference is 1. So we are going to use what? U, what? AN now. Let me use PN. So let me know PN, which we are looking for this one now, is equals to what? A plus what? N minus 1 times Z. I want to separate it from this one because we have gotten part of it first, which is the alternating side. This is what? Alternating what? Sequence. So now, what is our first term? Is 2. Don't forget I have neglected the 2. I will bring it back. Plus n minus 1. What is the common difference between 3 and 2 or 4 and 3? Is 1. So our answer becomes what? 2 plus n minus 1. 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. Yeah. N plus 1. So that is what? That. But remember there's a 2 here. Going back to where we are coming from. So this one will now be what? M plus 1 all raised by what? 2. This is our what? Our PN now that we want to get from here. So after we got Pn, we can now put it back. We now have our answer to what? Un equals to what? Minus 1 all raised power n into bracket what? N plus 1 all raised power 2. So this is the answer to that question. We go to number 3. Number 3, or number C. C is what? Also an alternative series. But this time around is 2 minus 4, 8 minus 16, then 32 and all that. So you started with plus, minus, and so forth and so on. So now what do we want to do now is to find the what? The sequence. Now if you check very well, we can write this in as what? Plus 2 raised by 1, comma, minus 2 raised by 2, plus 2 raised by 3, minus 2 raised by 4, comma, this what? Come out, put inside, plus 2 raised by 5, comma, there. Meaning that something is increasing there. And what is increasing? 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Then the 2 is constant there. Now let's go. Now if we want to now find that now, what we're going to do is forget about the 2 because the 2 is constant. Let this 2 is constant or 2. So leave the 2. Now there is what we call increasing power, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the difference between this particular one and this particular, the question B and question C? The power here is changing, but the power here is not changing. Only the base are changing. So we are going to focus on the power and leave the base. Now, first of all, let's find the alternative series first, because an alternative is equal to what? Because the first thing, U1 start with what? The U1 start with plus sign. Therefore, I will use, whenever U1 start with the plus sign, use minus 1 raised by what? N plus 1. Please, to avoid then P subsequent. Where what? This is the alternative series. Sequence. Where UN, where Pn is what? A positive what? Real number. Or a non-negative real number. A non-negative real number. So in that case, don't worry, we'll have the question with us, so we'll still come back to it. Now, in that case, what do we have now? We have our value. So if you put 1 here now, for this n, 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus 1 raised by 2 will give us positive. So that's why we say we go with that one. Now, let's take the other one. The one that is changing there is 1, the power. The powers are changing powers. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is the first term there? Using what? P, or using S, A plus what? N minus 1 times what? D. So what do we have there? Don't forget that this one is already, we are looking for 2 raised by something there, because 2 is constant. So it's what we want to find is what? Pn here. It's raised by something. So the Pn is what we are looking for, because you check this 2 now. 2 is appearing throughout the what? The pattern of the what? Of the sequence given to us. So we are looking for Pn. So Pn is changing from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. So we just what? Go by the solution. We go by what? So the sequence as 1 is the first term, n minus 1 times what? What is the common difference between 2 and 1? Is 1. So 1 plus what? N minus 1 times 1. I would have what? N 1 plus n minus 1, which is what? Equal to n. So in that case, our final answer for un in that what? Minus 1 raised by n plus 1 Then we are going to have what 2 raised to power what n as the end term. So this is the end term. End term of what? Of what? Minus 2 plus 4 minus 8 plus 16. Plus 2 minus 4 plus 8 minus 16, then plus 32, and so forth and so on. So if you put 1 there, you have put 1 here, you are going to have plus 2. Put 2 here, you have minus 1. Put 2 here, we have 4, minus 4. So and so forth and so on. You can test to do your confirmation. So in our next video, I'll be solving 5 the next question, which is what 5 35 word 65 and 275. Then the other last one also, I also solve it. Please ensure you subscribe to the video and watch the next video. God bless you.